Hi, this is Becky. I'm taking you into my demo and I'm going to show you how to create a letter template. So I'm going to go into settings and we're going to go to Letter Wizard. Scroll down to Letter Wizard. You can create folders, categories for your letters too. So I'm going to go into Letter Wizard, and this is why you might want to create folder categories. I have a bunch of affidavits. I could put all my affidavits in one folder, all my aliases in one folder, any contempt of court or contempt court forms in a folder, judgment folder, demand letter folder, discovery folder. So you might have many different folders that you want to put these letters in, and that just makes it easier to find the letter you want to merge with claim information from the Quick Prints tab inside Claims. So here we have the grid of templates. The templates can be created and duplicated and edited and deleted. You can create, when you generate the letter, you can create a reminder note, a reminder day. You can save the letter to attachments when it's generated to the claim, so you know when a letter is generated and by who and what letter. And you can also make that letter available to the sales department if you have one. So it could be a sales document as well. And it tells you when the letter was created, so if you needed to update something, you could. So you can go and edit. I'm going to go ahead and click on Edit my demand letter. So this is a basic letter that is usable. Has the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act at the bottom, and underneath the letter, this is where you would name your letter, create the 5-day reminder, reminder type, reminder note for the collector, whether or not you want to have it attached to the attachments tab once generated, whether or not you want to have it available for the sales department, and this is where you would either add a folder or create a folder or add this letter to a folder. So basically, let's say I wanted to change or tweak this letter, but I wanted to keep my existing letter. All I would have to do is make my changes up here in the letter, come down here, change the name of the letter template, and hit submit. Once I do that, the system will take you back out to your template list. You'll have your original letter existing the way it was, and underneath it, or depending on what you name it, there'll be another letter with the tweaks or revisions that you make. So right now I'm just going to go into Create New Letter Template. This is where you start from scratch. Here's your drop-down menu of all of the merge fields in CaseTracker. So if there's something here or something not in this list that you need to merge from a claim into a letter, we can always add that as a merge code or a merge field. So you put your cursor down here in the letter, and then you just start typing. You can also copy and paste from a Word document and paste it in. Sometimes the format doesn't exactly stay that way when you go to print it, so you might need to tweak the formatting a little bit. There are a couple of little things that the system that you should know about. When you are typing, you need to hold your Shift key and hit Enter. Otherwise, if you just hit Enter, it's going to double space. So you hold Shift, Enter the next line, hold Shift, enter the next line. Then let's say this is my header, so I want to highlight it, put it in the center of my page. Then I can also make it bold, and I can also give it a font. So we always use Times New Roman, and then I can give it a size. And so let's say I want my header to be a little bit bigger, the name of my company. So you can do that. Directly underneath that, I'm going to put the current date. So I'm going to go to my drop-down menu, find current date, and enter it here, and then hit Enter. It's going to keep me in the center, but I want it to go back to the far left. So the system's going to enter the current date for you, so you don't have to do that. And then over here, you're going to put something like the debtor's address, the debtor address. So all of that is found in your drop-down menu. Debtor company, Shift, Enter, go back to your menu, debtor address, Shift, Enter, debtor city, and so forth. Kind of get the gist of where I'm going with this. Hit comma, then debtor state, and debtor zip code. Now I'm going to go ahead and just hit enter so it does double space. Maybe hold the shift so it goes down one more. And then you can enter things like claim ID, and the system will automatically default or enter the claim ID for this debtor. And then balance or amount placed, whatever. Both of those are options, amount placed, balance due, whichever you prefer. Hit enter again, and then you can start doing your letter, dear, and then again, debtor name, debtor place. The other little thing about this, the letter wizard, is you cannot select a merge field twice in a row. So if I mean, that has happened to me a couple times, but you just select a different merge field, go to the right one, highlight the one you put in or delete the one you put in, and then put the one you actually want. So down here we're going to give it a name. You can name it whatever you want. This is where you give it your reminder days. I want somebody to call on this letter 3 days after I mail it, telling that person a letter's coming. And then of course these you can create yourself. If you want to create one for letter sent, letter 1, letter 2, letter 3, you can do that. Enter a note for the collector. Do I want it to generate and save? When I generate it, save it in attachments? Yes, I do. So I'm going to hit submit. Go back to the list, and I called it test letter. So we're going to go down. They're in alphabetical order. So we're going to go down to the T's. Let's see, test letter. Here's my letter. Here's the date that I generated it. I want it to attach. Here's my note. Here's my 3 days. Let's say I made a mistake. I just want to preview my letter, make sure everything's good on it. Yeah, looks good to me. Now if I wanted to edit this letter, I could just click edit, and here's my letter, and I can go ahead and edit it. If I wanted to create this letter and then create another one very similar to this, but name it something else, I could, and you'll have preserved your first letter, but you still have your new letter as well. So if you have any questions about using the letter wizard, please feel free to give us a call at any time. Thank you very much for listening.